this is John and Amy with TPF Trips, Places, and Fun. Today we're excited to experience the Peak to Peak Trail from Black Hawk all the way to Estes Park in Colorado. So here we are. We just got off of I-70, and we got off at the Golden exit, and we're gonna head to Black Hawk. That's kind of where this Peak to Peak Trail starts from what we can tell. All sorts of fun things to see along the way as we head into Estes Park, so we're gonna kind of explore it. We've heard some really awesome things about it. And hey, over here to my left, there's whitewater rafters getting out, and so rafting seems like a fun activity.
Man, we gotta do it. I wanna go rafting. I wanna go rafting really bad.
Maybe one of these days, because we'll be in Estes Park for 4 or 5 days.
That would be amazing, wouldn't it?
Yay!
Yay, rafting! It puts you in the water.
That's so cool. So, mountain goats? Is that what those are?
I don't know. We're just here right on the side of the road, barely even getting started.
You can tell we're tourists because no one else seems to care. We're like stopped like, wow, look at this. And everyone else is like, oh, I see this every day.
Wow, Amy, we're not in Branson anymore.
That's true.
All right, we haven't even begun down this on our journey.
Yeah, oh. I know, we better get started. There's probably so much more to see.
Yeah, it got all this kind of ugly truck stuff back here because there's a quarry, I think, is what's happening. But everything else is beautiful.
Yeah, super cool.
Wow. All right, we have a problem. We aren't even to Black Hawk yet, and we had to pull out the scooters.
We found a paved trail that looks amazing that goes along a river and has tunnels and all this stuff. So we just have to try it out at least a little bit.
Yeah, so
but we're running out of time.
We're definitely running out of time because we have to get to our resort by 6. We have dinner reservations at 7.
Yeah. So all right, let's go.
So check it out down there. There's rapids down there already. Oh my gosh, I love it here. This is incredible, wow. I'm gonna have Amy get up on these rocks. I'm gonna take a picture. Woo, look at this view. We're about to go downhill.
Hard to ever beat this. This is just incredible. So we went until the trail ended on this side. We're gonna see if we can make it to where the trail ends on the other side.
They're expanding the trail, extending
quite a bit, yeah. It's gonna be, I don't know, over 20 miles once it's all extended.
But look at this is crazy. Wow.
Gorgeous. And hardly anybody else is on the trail.
Yeah, very few people are here. How beautiful is this? Man. Wow.
You almost just want to sit here and take it all in.
I know.
Okay.
Well, let's go back the way we came. Okay, so we made it back to our starting point. We're gonna go the other way now. Yeah?
Yeah, so that was about 1.5 miles each way, so that was about 3 miles. Going that way, we have maybe 2 miles each way. So, and then that should, you know, cut off again. So, be able to do it all pretty quick.
Okay. We made it to the other end of the trail.
Yeah, we're at the end on this side, and it's just a lovely trail. It was a perfect stop. I think we had just the right amount of time to do it, and I'm glad we didn't miss it because it's amazing.
I saw a guy catch a fish.
Yeah, and no prospecting here.
No
Evidently,
prospecting.
a lot of people are still looking for gold in these here parks. All right.
Wow, what a diversion that was.
That was amazing. So, and I'm just surprised at how few people are out here, because I've heard horror stories of the number of people that are in the national parks right now. So I'm glad we stopped and we had kind of most of this trail to ourselves.
Granted, we're not in a national park right now, but
we're on our way.
We're on our way and we're close,
So.
but it's not busy at all. Hey, scooter life is the life. It's the best way to travel. If you can make it happen, get a couple scooters. These are the Segway 9-bot G30. And
yeah, you can throw them in the back of a van or a car.
way easier than a bike.
They only weigh, what, 35, 40 pounds or something like that. And they fold up nice and small. And then if we see a place where we're like, that would be a great place
Like
to
this place.
scoot, then we just stop and pull out our scooters.
Super fun. Well, we better get back in the car.
Yeah, we gotta go.
We're running out of daylight.
All right.
Well, it's not quite. It's only 3, but still. Amy, we are driving through Blackhawk. Suddenly,
I've never been here, but suddenly I think it's casinos.
Yeah.
And all sorts of food and different stuff like that. And it's huge because it's just you're in the mountains and there's nothing, and then all of a sudden there's everything.
So the Peak to Peak Trail, definitely, if you're in the Denver area and you're trying to get to Estes Park, this is the way to go. Holy
So it
moly.
starts in Blackhawk, from what we can tell. Let me see if I can pull up that little map thing we've been looking at.
Yeah, so this is kind of the beginning of the Peak to Peak Trail, even though we've done stuff before this, but this is the first town, I guess.
This is kind of what we're doing. So if you can see, we're there at the bottom, that bottom star, Blackhawk, and we're gonna follow that yellow trail all the way up to Estes Park at that top star, and there's all sorts of stuff to see in between, including a frozen dead guy.
What?
Not sure what that is all about. There's
Is he nearby?
He's not too far up from here. And then there's a carousel, like an old 1900s carousel, all sorts of cool things to see along the way. So this is what we're doing. And we've just gotten really started here in Blackhawk. So we had to get off that exit, that golden exit, and then make our way to Blackhawk. And so here we are getting started.
Very, very nice. I expected an old kind of town, but this is new and modern.
Yeah.
This is so cool.
Looks like it's got shopping, hotels, food, of course, casino.
We lived in Colorado Springs all those years. How did we not come up here? Man, there's all sorts of
Lots
big
of
and little casinos.
Lots of
Look at that little one.
casinos, lots of gambling. So yeah.
If you want to get rid of all your money, this is the place. Coffee shop, ice
coffee
cream.
shop and a market and post office. It's very cute. It's got like that rustic kind of old time look, and then except in the beginning it was really modern, and then kind of moved into like this rustic, you know, what you think of when you think of Colorado. All right, on we go. So the next thing we come to, I think, is the carousel, if we find it. And I don't know how easy all these little roadside attractions are going to be to find, so we'll maybe have to keep an eye out.
We drove through some beautiful countryside. Not a lot of stuff to see after we got out of what was that?
Black Hawk.
Black Hawk.
Except for some gorgeous mountain views. You could see peaks with snow on top of them, and you could see these little lakes with all these forests behind it. And now
we are somewhere
in Nederland. There it is.
Is it
Nederland, Colorado.
Right.
So that's kind of the next city we came to. We weren't able to find the frozen dead guy.
Hey, there's a pizzeria. What do you think about getting something?
I don't
care.
care.
Not pizza, maybe, but
whatever. And we didn't find the Carousel of Happiness.
So that makes us
sad. If any of you have ever been on this peak-to-peak Scenic Byway and have found the Carousel of Happiness, let us know, because we want to know what it's all about.
We were looking forward to some happiness.
Supposedly it's restored like early 1900s carousel.
So this is I don't know, all sorts of interesting little, that's an Indian restaurant, and I'm not sure where to go. I love little places like this.
Oh, look at the puppy.
There's a puppy, and you just see things that are just weird and cool. There's a thrift store. Look at that car. That is awesome. Oh, they're closed. I gotta turn around again.
Oh, I don't see. I think this is all like sit down and relax and have a meal, not like fast food. Grab and go.
Well, the pizza place had quite a wait, so we found a deli that was closing.
It was closing in 1 minute, and so I just picked something random, and here we are.
So I got my. There's a turkey sub in there.
Yep.
All right, so now we're heading out of this town and back along the byway.
Yes, and
towards
Ward,
Estes Park.
I think, is the next town we hit. W-A-R-D. Yep. Okay,
it'd be fun if y'all, while you're watching this video, do some research online, or let us know if you have found any interesting places on this byway. And because hey, wait a minute, what's happening right here?
It's gonna take a little meat and cheese.
Oh my. Oh
this,
my.
You have that whole other half, but I am a little hungry, but not that hungry, just a little.
Did you have was there an opportunity to purchase more than one sandwich?
Well, they were closing in 1 minute, so
yeah.
I didn't want to get into the whole gluten-free thing, because they seemed like they were ready to be done.
All right. All right. All right, there goes my innards. There's the innards are going into your innards.
Oh my gosh, this is tight. I am here at Lily Lake.
I'm here too.
We are here at Lily Lake. This is about 10 minutes or so from Estes Park. We're reaching the end of the peak-to-peak scenic bypass.
Byway.
Yes, byway.
Good thing I'm here too.
And it has had some incredible views. You know, you can see the mountaintops with snow on them. In fact, there's one right there.
It's so hard for you all to see, but there's snow on those mountains.
Snow-topped mountain peaks, beautiful forests. It's been gorgeous. Now there hasn't been, I guess I was expecting some like roadside attractions
like
all along the way.
A frozen dead guy.
Right.
And the carousel of happiness.
Yeah, and so we were, I think, expecting a lot of that, and we didn't see that. We did find out that the Carousel of Happiness, I think, is in Nederland under a circus tent, which we didn't see. But we were expecting more of that. There wasn't a lot of that, but it is a beautiful drive. So if you want to come, you know, check out all the views along the way, you're gonna love this. But I probably wouldn't expect too many like roadside attractions, other than there are a couple of little towns along the way that you can stop to eat, or, you know, that sort of thing.
So when we started off of Highway 70 and then we got on the scooters, that was kind of the highlight right before we even got on the byway.
That was really, really cool. We loved that part of it. And so other than that, like we said, we've had a lot of great scenery.
Well, and then Black Black Hawk, is that the name of it?
Yeah,
Black Hawk.
That looked pretty cool.
We could have spent more time there. That was really cool. But so we expected more Black Hawk style stops along this byway, but that didn't happen.
Right, and not necessarily the casinos and stuff, but things to see and look at.
Little stores and shopping
and
areas.
even a lot of the little towns it took us through, there would be like 1 or 2 buildings. And so it's more about the scenery, I think. And it's beautiful, beautiful scenery, but just don't expect a lot other than the scenery.
So this is kind of one of the entry points for the Rocky Mountain National Park, right here where we're at right now. So at some point you have to have an entrance pass, but there's trails that go way, 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 way back.
Oh yeah, and speaking of trails, we drove through on this Scenic Byway. We drove through several national forests. We drove past state parks.
Yeah.
And so if you're into hiking and that sort of stuff, tons of trails around
Oh yeah, and
here.
there's all sorts of like recreation areas and in the state parks and different things like that. You have to drive off the main road, and we just were on a time crunch. We couldn't do that. So there's all that kind of stuff that you could do. And as I'm looking over here, you're not gonna be able to see it with my zoomless GoPro, but there's people up there climbing, rock climbing.
Yeah.
Or not rock climbing, but just
And there's this
climbing.
beautiful loop around this lake. And so this nice kind of gravel loop that goes all the way around. So.
All right, well, we're gonna get back in the car. We've got about 7 or 8 miles before we get to Estes Park. So we'll keep you with us and see what's there. We'll say our goodbyes at Estes Park.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so we've made it to Estes Park. We've made it to our little cabin. We have an awesome little cabin with a hot tub in it. And we are super excited to be spending the next 4 nights here. And thank you all for following along on the Peak to Peak Scenic Bypass. We really enjoyed it. Hope you did too. And safe travels, everyone.
Hey, definitely be staying tuned for more videos from Estes Park. In fact, we're about to go on a scooter ride through Estes Park. And then we're going out to eat.
At a place that is highly recommended. So we'll probably have a video for you of that too.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, let's go.